8.1 IMDb rating? This is like legendary. Hold on, I gotta put on the tinfoil hat of objectivity here. Alright, so let's watch Star Wars Andor and see if it really lives up to the hype. Like, is it really as good as Rogue One? What is Rogue One on IMDb? Wait, it's only a 7.4? Wow. And this is an 8.1? Okay. Alright, the stage is set. I love this atmosphere. I'm a total sucker for some rainfall. It's gonna be like Star Wars ASMR. Okay, if this whole series is a nod to Blade Runner, I'll give it a 9 out of 10 on IMDb. I think I've actually been to this bar in DTLA. It's a truth universally acknowledged that if someone goes into a bar in the Star Wars universe, they're gonna get an arm hacked off or shot. I guess this is more like a brothel. Does this mean brothels are coming to Disney Star Wars theme parks? There's gonna be a lot more dads in the Star Wars theme parks after that one arrives. I'm just gonna bask in the perversity of a Disney Star Wars adult theme park. So Cassian meets some local security muscle, and we learn that Cassian is looking for his sister if we take him at his word, which might not be wise. I'm not so sure he's being honest here. I have no reason to believe him. No one perished? This Gilroy guy, he's a real rebel. I want to see Cassian with like a cigarette. Like, you can put him in the brothel, but you can't give him like just a light nicotine habit. The unpleasant security forces tail him back out into the street, and he ends up accidentally kind of killing one with a nasty headbutt and then blasting the other guy right in the face. This is going to make Cassian's life even more unpleasant, but for us, it's going to kick off a lot of great entertainment. We hope. We desperately hope. Oh my god, it's a live action Wall-E! Please shock the animal, please shock the animal, please shock the animal. Yes, he zapped him! I love that droid trope. No fan service. Come on. I knew they wouldn't hold out that much. So here we have the stiff upper lip middle manager with aspirations, talking to the wise old vice president who has seen it all and just wants his numbers to look good before his Q3 meeting with the Sith Lords. Is this gonna be like Star Wars The Office? Because I'd be here for that. The VP of security here just says, clean up this mess. You know, we don't need any undue attention to the bad behavior of our security forces. We're not even supposed to have brothels around here. So make this go away quietly. Don't draw any attention to it. He then leaves for a larger meeting off planet, I believe. And the aspirational weasel does exactly what aspirational weasels do, which is the exact opposite of what he was told, and to try and get this guy's job. I mean, this is perfect casting. This guy is literally immediately unlikable. What a ghoul. So the ghoul wants his 3 underlings working hard for him. I think someone in the writer's room is parroting office politics, because this is exactly what corporations are like. Is that blue ramen? I'm down for some blue ramen. Blue ramen's gonna be the next big thing to hit the Star Wars theme parks. Like, you heard it here first. Yeah, then we have an early look at the chick who is potentially working with the rebellion, or I guess she's at least calling in this guy who Cassian wants to meet for his big sale. Diego Luna is great. The setting is interesting, and even though I'm a huge fan of slow burns, I do wish this one had a little bit more momentum. Here we're following a young Cassian and his tribe as they march through the forest to an insane scene of ecological devastation. And what's really crazy is some parts of the earth actually already look like this, mostly because of Bitcoin mining. This could also be an allegory for content in the 21st century. Hey, this would actually be cool if it turned out to be like Star Wars Lord of the Flies, which I guess would be the 100. I loved that show. Am I about to love this show? Is he gonna do some heavy metal drumming on an anvil in the middle of a sky? Yo, life is tough in District 12. Wait, wrong movie. Shout out Hunger Games. Here we follow Cassian sneaking around at the end of the day. I like what they were going for here, but I wish he was sneaking from shadow to shadow in addition to what he's doing with the collar up and looking over the shoulder. I like it. It's creating it's a good vibe. That's just a minor quibble. Well done, well done. Oh my God, that look. That is such a dirty look. When you're about to ruin someone's life. Like, that's what that guy's look is. Yeah, so he checks in with this older lady and finds out that the authorities are looking for him. Then he goes for a drink with his former bae, and she tells him that the buyer is coming. So he's gonna sell the goods, and this is gonna be like a 2-episode series unless something happens. Okay, so we've got a meeting of the minds here. One has his eyes on upper management, which is no doubt going to involve backstabbing. And the other has his eyes on, well, just like stabbing anything. Okay, so we just heard that corporate forces are like the Empire's first line of defense. This could get really interesting if we do start to get some sort of like measured scrutiny on the behavior of corporations. I think that's an exciting storyline. I'm hoping they pursue that further. What's in the box? It's like obligatory, right? So here we have Star Wars doing the dystopian version of A Wanderer in a Sea of Fog. And when he sees the landscape, we hold just a vast, desolate landscape full of muted colors of blood and steel, red and gray. Great visual shot there. This guy's walking staff literally looks like they just turned off a lightsaber. Like, see? Handle, saber. Can't fit it in the frame. Gotta do this. Oh, it burned! I ordered Uber Eats and didn't ask what you wanted. Definitely a Tinder swindler. Here we find out what happened to Kenari. It was abandoned after a mining accident destroyed it. We saw the ruins before, but now can confirm that, it was a mining accident that ruined it. Or was it?
You know anybody from Kenari?
I love this. Do you know anyone from Kenari? Who? Me? Yeah, hell no. Sounds like a shitty place to me. He says all of that with a quick sniff and like a shake of the head. Like, Diego Luna is awesome. Oh, so awkward. Oh. Is it over yet? That was a really awkward speech. Like, oh my God. It's like if you took all the charm away from Michael Scott and then gave him a SWAT team. Hopefully this guy gets taken out. Maybe this is why this has like an 8.1. Just the hatred of this guy for this guy is definitely an 8.1. So yeah, so I think they've got the Star Wars feel right. There's some potentially interesting developments that are slowly emerging. However, it really is starting to feel like a little bit claustrophobic. Wait, this lady's like a thief? Well, Madam Thief, you have my intrigue. Please proceed. I do want to see more of this lady's story. I realize, even after I'm saying that, this is how these crazy prequel to a prequel to a prequel to a prequel get made, but this is someone placed in the right hands could actually have like a really interesting story. She's like this cool rebel outlaw thief, and she's adopted and raised this rebel outlaw son. Like, I bet this lady has been on some adventures. Okay, this is really cool, this is exciting. Like, why is this ship going to a planet that the Empire has said was off limits? Why is the skin of these dead guys like this strange yellow color? We finally get the meeting between Cassian and this contact. He tries to talk Cassian into joining something bigger. This has to be the rebellion. So this could be an exciting storyline to see how the rebellion actually emerges and comes together and becomes the fighting force. Like, they're planting really good seeds here. It's very, very slow, but I do like what's being put down, and I can see evidence that exciting things could blossom from this narrative soil. Yeah, so as the security forces start to maneuver through the streets, it's a clever move here on the part of the town as they use these wind chimes to communicate from building to building and create an alarm. Okay, so what I really think is going on here is this entire town was trading crypto, and these are like the new IRS auditors who are coming to collect. They pull the old trick of send a truck full of explosives with no one in it and then zip away to freedom on those cool glider bikes. He stares at the blazing heap of his hopes and dreams of upper management. All burned and burning. Like, this guy's gonna get a meeting with Vader, but not the one he was looking for. When Vader puts a 4 p.m. Friday meeting on your calendar. Adds Emperor, and then adds the Emperor.
Gets to you, doesn't it?
Shut it.
That's what a reckoning sounds like.
Oh! Best line of the series so far. Of course goes to the old adventure lady. Oh, she's single again. You've got an opening, Cass. Okay, so they did finally break out of this planet, and it looks like they're going to give the story room to breathe and expand. I'm thinking these episodes are going to be the slowest, maybe some mid-season lag, so maybe the next one is slow and maybe even the one after that. And then I would hope and really expect for this to live up to like anything above like a 6 to really kind of step into an exciting place for the story. I am really looking forward to how they get the wider empire involved. I know this is supposed to be kind of like Star Wars in a new space, but I know the Empire is going to be involved some way, and I think it could be like a really cool, unique way. I'm also really excited to see the red light district at the Star Wars theme park in Disneyland.